Hello Year 3. In our SPaG tutorial today we're going to be thinking about these two pieces of punctuation. We call these inverted commas, or more commonly known as speech marks. These speech marks would wrap around parts of sentences which are spoken by a character. And in this tutorial we're going to go through a few different examples, give you some time to practice, and to give you some different ways which you can use them. Okay? Okay, here's my first example for you. I'm going to read it to you, you can read it as well. Be quiet, shouted the teacher. Okay, so this sentence includes somebody who's talking. It's a teacher. And the teacher says, be quiet. We need to show a reader who's reading our work which parts are spoken by the character. We use our speech marks or inverted commas to show this. And they hug the words which are spoken. We know that the teacher is speaking and they're saying the words be quiet. So we need to indicate that by hugging that part of speech with our speech marks. We will start with 66 at the start and 99 at the end. Okay? Now then, I've added a few extra bits in with this. Instead of the word said, which is what we would usually teach you to use, I've used shouted. The reason I've used shouted is because the piece of punctuation that I've used is an exclamation mark. A teacher is shouting something. So we can give it more emphasis in our writing, be a little bit more creative, by using some punctuation and changing our speech verbs. So instead of said, we could use shouted. If somebody was upset, they could use wailed. Okay? I'll give you another example now. Here's the other example. Leon asked, what's for tea? We talked about using punctuation within our speech to indicate how the person might be feeling or the way in which they're saying it. Here we've got, instead of said, we've changed it for asked. And that's when we use questions. And you can use questions in speech too. What's for tea? And the piece of punctuation that you'd need to use is a question mark. Okay, so again, the 66 and the 99 hug the parts of the sentences which are spoken by the character. Our character, or our subject, is Leon, and he's asking, what's for tea? Okay, so he's definitely asking a question, and we can show that by using a question mark. Whenever we put punctuation in our speech, it's really important that the part that's spoken is punctuated correctly. You can use a range of punctuation, exclamation marks, full stops, question marks, commas. But it's really important that you include these before you close the speech. Otherwise, the person who's speaking won't be able to finish their sentence. Okay? If we have a look at this one here, example again, I've changed the position of where my speech is. In this one, my speech has started at the beginning of the sentence. Be quiet, shouted the teacher. My reported speech verb comes after what's spoken. But in this sentence, I've changed it around. It's good to add variety to our writing. Leon asked, so this is our reported speech at the start of the sentence. Leon asked, what's for tea? And that can add variety to our work to make it more interesting. I'll go through a couple more examples with you. Okay, here are two more examples of our speech. Where is my gold? Asked Tutankhamun. His guard replied cautiously, I'm not sure, master. These two sentences are strung together as to form part of the story. We can see that where is my gold is the speech which Tutankhamun is saying. As it's a question, because it starts with where, I've put a question mark in. And around that question mark and the spoken words, I hug it with my 66 and my 99. Okay? And that tells the reader that part is spoken. Now I've gone on to reply here. His guard replied cautiously, I'm not sure, master. Again, 66 and 99. And make sure I include my punctuation inside the speech marks. Okay? Again, with this sentence, I've opened it with speech, and I've used my speech verb, which is also really important when writing speech. And here, I've started with my speech verb. The guard replied cautiously. This tells us that he's nervous. But I started it with this, and then I've gone on to finish the sentence with speech. Variety can add interest to your writing and make it sound really impressive too. Okay? In the next part, I'm going to show you a couple of different examples of sentences which I've written, but I haven't included speech marks. What I'd like you to do is see if you can put them in for me. Okay? Okay then, year 3. Here are 3 examples, and I haven't used any speech marks, so your task is going to be to include the speech marks in these different sentences. I'll read them through with you. If you'd like to read too, that'd be great. Can I play too? Asked Jenny. Dennis cried, stop eating my shorts, Nasher. And the last one, I don't know where my pencil is, cried Mr. Cottle. So what I'd like you to do, pause the video and see if you can write these sentences down on a piece of paper or somewhere where you can at home. See if you can write these and include the speech punctuation or inverted commas in the correct place. Okay, so pause the video now, and then when you play again, I'll tell you the answers. But don't play too soon. Okay, how did you guys get on? Could you work out the parts of the sentences which are spoken by the character? Okay, can I play too? Asked Jenny. Now then, Jenny is the character that is speaking, and she is definitely saying something. And I think she's saying, can I play too? Okay. Can I play too? Definitely is what Jenny's speaking. If I was to put speech marks down here, Jenny would have to say, can I play too? Ask Jenny. And Jenny would have a lot of things to say. But no, Jenny says, can I play too? That's the part that's spoken. There's something else that's missing. Can I play too? Let's have a little think. It's a question, isn't it? So a question mark needs to be put in too. Can I play too? Does it go here or does it go here? Does it go inside the speech marks or outside? If you put it inside, you are absolutely right. She's asking a question. Jenny's lonely, got no one to play with. She wants to play too. She's asking her friends. Okay. Dennis cried, stop eating my shorts, Nasher. Dennis is our character, and I think he's a bit worried about his pet dog, Nasher. And if you put the speech marks here, stop eating my shorts, opening with 66 and ending with 99, you would be absolutely right. He's telling his dog off. If I was to open my speech here, Dennis would then have to say, Dennis cried, stop eating my shorts, Nasher. But no, he doesn't need to say Dennis cried. Dennis just needs to say, stop eating my shorts, Nasher. Okay? So well done if you got those ones right. Okay, last sentence. I don't know where my pencil is, cried Mr. Cottle. Okay? And I was really upset the other day when I lost my pencil. So, I don't know where my pencil is, cried Mr. Cottle. If I was to put speech marks at the start and at the end, it means that I would have to say all of that. But what we want to do is to show the reader just the words which are spoken. And I would say, I don't know where my pencil is. That is the bit that I would say. This just tells the reader who said it. So, 66 goes here, and 99 goes at the end. But it's really important that our punctuation is inside the speech marks. Okay? So, hopefully, you got those right. And on the system and on the school website, there should be some activities for you to have a little go at on your own. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.